How's everybody doing? Good evening to everyone. Good evening. We have some activity right here, and the activity is we see an individual right now walking, and we are seeing two units right now. Two units that they were on the lookout. They just caught an individual right there at that unit right there. You see a border patrol, and you see some people right there walking. Excuse me for my lens. It gets kind of blurry. Let me unfocus this so you guys can see it. We are at a different point now, and this is another breach point that, you know, these people found a way to cross from this side. Hi, how's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. I'm live over here in Tijuana, Baja California, where is another breach point. And this is a breach point that is practically, you know, I will try to get to another point so my signal will be better. But if you guys can see, the lights don't help that much. I know that I need a lens, people. You know, it's right there. There's a unit right there. And I will try to focus right now. We have some individuals right here burning a little fire over here, as you can see. And these are the kind of things that they do. You know, there's a unit coming right there from that other side. As you see, that's the United States side. And this right here, this unit right here has just, there's two individuals. One of them is Border Patrol, and the other one is an individual that just got caught right there. And as I was parking, there was two individuals walking in front of me. So this is a constant situation that it happens in this particular part, that is Playa de Tijuana. This is before entering Playa de Tijuana. As you can see, there's the big sign right here. Entering Playa de Tijuana, that's the big sign right there. And you see the other side that is Rosarito and Ensenada. Those are the other two little cities in Tijuana. Rosarito is known for apparently more than 900,000 Americans live in Rosarito. Rosarito is a really nice place to live. It's kind of like a little Mazatlan. So a lot of people go live there. So let's go focus to the real prize right here. And this is what is going on. We see a unit right there. And apparently, you know, this is not the same place as we were yesterday. This is another place. And I will be coming now to I will coming now to this place to give you guys, you know, a little bit of more you know, coverage on this particular part that is, you know, one of the places that is extremely insecure. I remember when I was walking by, if you guys remember me, probably like I don't know, 6 months or 7 months ago, me and Anthony, we were doing a video of the wall, and I was really up that hill. I came down that hill right there, and there's a tunnel right here that is under construction. That tunnel, it goes all the way to the United States, and it has a little fence. Rumor is that they cut that little fence and then they put it back together, you know, when the border patrol changed shifts. So they're pretty sneaky when they do that. You must excuse the noise. I'm in the middle of a highway. So there's another unit from the Border Patrol coming right now from the bushes, as you see over there. If I focus my phone, you know, probably the vision is not going to get that better. But I will try to focus the phone right here. People, bear with me a little bit. There you go. There's two units. And you know, the things that get the phone on focus, it's practically the lights. So we see two units right there because there was an individual that was just walking around and just wondering, and they just picked this guy up right now. And these are the kind of things that you guys don't know. Look, I'm right here standing with a guy burning a fire, and we've got two individuals right here that I don't even know who they are. And I'm right here and God knows where. I just gotta watch my back a little bit. But these are the kind of people that are always wandering around and they're just walking around. Look. And they know why they're walking around. Like, they're walking around for the particular reason that they, they know the spot. The Border Patrol just moved, and if they move up the hill or if they return back from that little road, is because they probably got somebody, that just got caught. Now, this individual is moving over here. Look. And this other one, the unit is moving up the hill, as you can see. So this kind of activity, it goes on and on and on and on the whole day. It's just unbelievable. I was just driving by over here. This was not the particular spot that I was going to be. And look how the Border Patrol is up. Up there, right there in that mountain, that is the United States. And the Border Patrol is right there parked. And if they're parked right there, it's because they know there's some movement or something's coming. Something's coming at them. So right there on the top of the mountain. There's another Border Patrol right there going. And these guys know, look, this guy just stopped right here. And he's gonna park now, right there. Or probably go, yeah, he's going. So every time that there's like more than 2 units in one little spot, is because something is happening. It's because something is up. And it's because there's movement. Now the one that it was upstairs, right there up in the mountain, he's still there, as you can see the lights. And we see more units on the other side. Let me see if I can move and walk a little bit to that side. You got these 2 individuals right here burning the fire. And these are the kind of things that make the Border Patrol distract. That is the main purpose, to distract them so they can move from another perimeter. Now look. There he goes. He goes again, and he goes back and forth. He goes back and forth. These are the kind of things that, they're really insecure. And if they see somebody like me on the other side recording, they will feel extremely insecure. And they will do this kind of movements. I wish that I can park my car over there so I can go and film real close. Should I go or not, people? Should I go or not? There's a quad right there going up the hill. And the Border Patrol is about to park right there. It's about to park. Hold on a second, let me see. So this is how it is, people. This is how it is over here. Playas is basically invaded. It's basically invaded. You know what? The hell with it. I'm just gonna go and see what's going on. These people have I'm just gonna say good evening to these guys. I know that they're coyotes, but you know, I'm a journalist, so you know, nothing's going on, nothing is happening, and I just want to record, and I just want to know. I got some movement right here. This individual coming at me right here, and you know, nothing's wrong with it. Todo bien, todo bien. Soy periodista. Soy prensa. Hey. So, let's see if these guys, they don't try to act a fool. There's a lot of movement. Look at this unit over here. Look at that unit over there. There's too much movement. There's too much movement. That means that there's a lot of activity. And I want to see if this guy's going to do something to my car before I go down there. Let me see this individual, where he's going. Where he's going. Right here. He moved up. Okay. Now I want to show you, there's another unit right here. You know, apparently there was a lot of movement, and I will show you the border patrol. This is great, you know, great scenes for you guys. There's 3 border patrols right here. There's 3 of them. My car is way up there. Let me see if I can see my car from here. If I cannot see my car, yeah, then my car is right there. I can see it. Let me see if I can talk to this guy and just say hello to him. Say hello. Buenas noches, oiga. Soy de la prensa, oiga, no se preocupe. ¿Sí alcanza a ver mi carro de ahí? Sí, ah, gracias. He's friendly. Let me just... ¿No le pasa nada ahí, eh? No. ¿No? ¿Sí lo ves ahí? Sí. Sí, ahorita le paso para las sodas y me lo cuida, ¿no? Poquito. Está bien. Gracias, jefe. Oscar, mucho gusto, ¿eh? Mucho gusto, mire, para que me crea. Ahí está. Ándale, muchas gracias. This is how it is, people. Right here. First, look at this. Can't get better than that. Right here, Border Patrol. Right there. So yeah, apparently there was some activity, and there was some activity right now. So that's why you know, that's why they're here. There's a lot of movement, and I feel a little bit safe, you know, with this guy right here, you know, being friendly. But this is what I'm talking about, people. This is how lonely it is over here. We got a tunnel right here, and there's the border patrol right there. And there was some activity right here, so that's why they started moving immediately to this particular part of the border. So recap for everybody. Hi, I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. How's everybody doing? I'm live over here from Tijuana, Baja California. Follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, and every social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Also subscribe to his YouTube channel and follow me also at every social media and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Hi, how's everybody doing? Good evening. We saw some activity. This is another break point, and I go with my gut every time. You know, I was driving, and as soon as I was driving, I saw a unit, and I always go with my gut. I got out of the car, parked on the side of the road, and you know, I'm watching my car behind me, and as I parked this unit, and there's another unit over there, as you can see right there. They're searching for somebody, or they already found somebody. Apparently, where that unit is on that side, you know, it's practically like full with bushes over there. So that, you know, they found a person right there walking around, and he got detained. That individual got detained, and immediately as that individual got detained on that particular part, you know, all of a sudden you see more than 4 and 5 units coming, and this border patrol right here is parked to secure the area and to secure the perimeter on, you know, this particular part that is, you know, it's like a canyon. It's really lonely right here, people. It's really lonely over here. And I will flip the camera so you guys can see who am I rolling with over here. I can hear a quad. Let me just, before I, there's a border patrol on top of the mountain. Look at that. Something is happening right here. Something is really happening right here, because there's a lot of activity. One of them on top of the mountain, he just turned off his lights. There's another one underneath the mountain right there, as you can see, and there's another one over here. And I can hear a quad constantly moving. So what does that mean? There's a border patrol that just stepped out, look, and there's another vehicle right here coming. There's activity. There's a lot of activity. They're searching for somebody, and the border patrol is flashing the light right now. He's right there searching. He's, you know, he's trying to do his job, and he's trying to feel secure right now of what he's doing, because I can see that he's the only one in the unit, for God's sake. You know, he's the only one. And I don't know how I will feel on the other side, knowing that I'm the only border patrol right now. And if they're watching my feed, that is great. That is great. Look at this guy right here on the top. That is phenomenal. They have in all the area real you know, guarded. He stepped out right there. He's flashing the light. And I wish that I could talk to him, but they don't talk to civil citizens like me, you know, on the other side, because, you know, they can't trust who I am. I'm on the other side. I'm on the side of Mexico. So, you know, he's flashing the light to somebody in the quad, you know, or somebody to come and vigilate what is going on. There's a quad right here. Let me see if I can talk to him. Let me see if I can talk to him, and I'm just gonna tell him that I support him, and this is for the American public. Let me go over here. Where is he? Where is he? I was wondering if I can talk to him. He went away. No, he's on the other side. They're afraid. They think I'm gonna do something. Look how panicked they are, man. This is really unfortunate. This is really unfortunate. And, you know, basically I just want to talk to him and tell him he knows. We're good. Oh, he gave me a thumbs up. That's great. That's great. That means that they're watching, man. That means that they're watching. He gave me a thumbs up. Wow, man. That is great. I feel honored. I feel honored. That is... wow. That is just great, man. It makes me feel special right now. Wow. That's just... thank you so much. We appreciate your work. And that's the quad right there. Oh man, I got a little, you know, not emotional, but I got a little like they are, you know, they know. Good job, guy. He left his hand again. He knows. You know, if he felt insecure, he will do something else. But, you know, I can't be yelling and screaming because probably coyotes Coyotes, he's lifting his hand again. Thank you for your service, sir. How's everything going? I know you're overwhelmed, but you're doing a great job. I know you're overwhelmed, but you're doing a great job. Thank you for protecting the America. I know. You know what? I know, it's the responsibility of our country to do so, but, Gavin Newsom needs to put the National Guard with you guys. And, it's going to get worse. Yeah, you too. That's nice. That is nice. They know BNN work now. I can go to sleep well. I'm gonna brag this to my partner in his face. Peace and love, and always your country first, people. Our work is getting heard. He just said that I told him that he's getting tired and he's getting overwhelmed. And he said, yes, we're getting a bunch of people, and you know it. He said that. And I told him that there's, our country is not doing their job. And he said, yeah, we know, but we're getting overwhelmed. And he said, we're getting a bunch of people, and I told him it's getting worse. And he told me, be careful and stay safe. I think that they're watching, and they're watching that I'm in a canyon always, recording for them, and trying to help, our country, Mexico, to stop this invasion. And not only that, help the United States to control this fluency of immigrants. And I'm not starstruck. People, you must understand. You must understand my feeling regarding this. And my feeling regarding this, as I've been telling everybody that knows me, I'm not here for the fame. I don't care about that. Really, I don't give 1 cent of that. I don't care about likes. I don't care about 100,000 followers. Really, I don't. I care about the purpose. And the main purpose is to protect and to fight the UN Pact, and to fight the socialists, and to fight the United Nations, and to protect my country, Mexico, my city of Tijuana, and to protect the country and my neighbor, the United States of America. He's standing right there. And I'm not an American citizen, and I'm just telling him, thank you for his service. Why? Because, the majority of people that they cross illegally to the United States, he doesn't even know who they are. He doesn't even know their background. He doesn't even know, what they're carrying. He doesn't even know what they're doing. He doesn't even know what their criminal record is. He doesn't even know nothing about them. He doesn't know nothing about them. And he's risking his life all the day right here, as exactly as our federal officers in Mexico and Chiapas. I give credit to them every day. Our federal officers, our Mexican federal officers in Chiapas, that they're receiving orders and they're seeing how their country is being destroyed. And our military in Chiapas, they're seeing our country how it's getting destroyed, and they cannot do anything because they're receiving orders from our socialist president, and they're getting contagious by measles, and by they're afraid of getting Ebola, and they're all these asylum seekers. They're they're sick, So imagine how this guy feels. You know, he's the only one in the unit. What happens is 15 or 20 of them start climbing from here and they go directly at him. He's the only one in the unit. Imagine that. He's the only one in the unit. And as him and the only one in the unit, they go at him and, you know what, I'm sick. I got the measles, I got Ebola. You know, I'm a criminal. You know, you don't even know who is coming at you. And that is the people that we are getting right here in our city of Tijuana and in our country of Mexico. And I feel a little bit, you know, grateful. Why? Because, you know, we haven't heard from no, you know, political party, from no politician, and from nobody that they've been watching our, you know, our feeds. After we received a message from this really smart lady and the most intelligent journalist, I think that's female in the United States, that is Laura Ingraham. We felt that they are watching us. That is phenomenal news. That is, you know, incredible news. But I prefer the people that do the job in the floor. I prefer the people that risk their lives in the floor. I prefer that. And if I shake the hand of a Mexican military man, and if he says, thank you, man, thank you, your information has opened a lot of Mexicans' eyes. And if a border patrol lifts his hand in a quad and says with a thumbs up, you know, I know who you are, practically saying, and a guy in the border patrol comes out of his unit and it says, hello, how you doing, good evening, and he knows practically who I am, I prefer 1 million trillion times that getting invited, you know, and you know, to whatever place that has famous Hollywood people. I prefer that, you know, for example. I prefer this, that we are doing our job, and that we are doing the best that we can. Is that a drone? No, there's no drones over here. That's a light. That's a light. So yes, to recap, it's kind of raining. I'm getting a little bit of a breeze right here. So to recap, I went with my gut. I stopped right here. I saw, you know, 3 units, and one of the individuals got caught apparently over here, and I will shoot where he got caught. Right there. Right there. And after he got caught, he's moving. After he got caught, you know, a lot of units started coming. And after a lot of units started coming, you know, there was a lot of movement. There were like 6 or 7 units coming. So they were coming down that hill. You know, if you go up that hill, people, up that hill, that one. If you go up that hill, that is where, when the hill drops, that is where the canyon is. The canyon that I've been recording day in and day out. That is where the canyon is. That part specifically. If you go up that hill and if you go down, that is where the canyon is. So imagine right now, if I go to the other side of the canyon and if I start recording on the other side of the canyon, how much time is it gonna take for this guy that it was parked right here to, you know, to get the phone call from, you know, Central? And after he gets the phone call from Central, you know, that it takes around, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, right all the way over here and right up there, and then go down there and encounter these individuals. So, you know, they're getting overwhelmed. And he knows that. And he told me that too. I have to give something to this guy for watching my car. Thank you for everybody that is watching. Let me go back. I'm gonna start moving to the car. People, this is a part that is going to be breached, and I'll be coming, you know, more on a daily basis. This is the car. This is the guy that practically knows right here. Anda cuidando la maquinaria, jefe.
Sí.
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 Ahí le va para las otras.
Anda, muchas gracias.
Ahí para la otra vengo, ¿no? Y
Sí,
ahí me he echado loco, ¿no? Para la otra.
Sí, no hay problema.
Sí.
Estoy aquí ya.
Sí, nomás vengo a grabar, a ver si cómo se brincan, pero a mí no me interesan los que andan haciendo su jale, eso a mí ya no me importa. No, a mí nomás, soy periodista, pues nomás me gusta grabar lo que está pasando y esto. ¿Okay?
Sí, está bien.
Ándale pues, jefe, ya está. Y es bueno ser amigables con ellos porque si no ya sabe cómo. Ándale, jefe. It's better to talk to them like you know, like you know them. And why is this guy there? I just asked him, and he guards. He's the, I don't know how to say it, velador in English. He's the night worker over here. He's the one that you know, watches. He's the night watcher right here for this machinery. This high machinery right here. He's the one that watches over here. I don't trust him. You know, I never trust these first-time people. Why? Because you know, he sees a lot of activity, and he sees practically what is going on and what is happening. He sees that, you know, and he knows what's happening, and he knows what's going on. And this is the thing, people, look. This is the thing that is really dangerous right here. There's people on top of that mountain that I just saw that they're watching. Now, what does that mean? It means that I cannot be, you know, this would be the last time that I say hi like that, so obvious, to the Border Patrol. Why? Because I don't want them to keep thinking that I'm working for the Border Patrol, because I'm not. I'm a journalist. I'm a broadcaster. So there goes the other unit again. They just change shifts. This is the time that we're telling you people that when they change shifts, it's apparently when they use their ability to cross illegally to the United States. So they just change shifts. There's a unit going over there. Let's just move. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, people. Again, you know, I don't know, man. There's something with my gut. I go always with what my gut tells me, and I go always with what my gut says. And practically, you know, I go always. Let me check my car. Let me check my surroundings first. And I go always with what I see first. And that is like practically, you know, what we go for. It was a good night. As I was telling you, you know, I know that they're getting overwhelmed, and I know that they're getting tired, and I know that they're getting exhausted, and I know that probably, you know, they are stressed out as we are. They're tired and exhausted as we are. They are pretty much, you know, just as disappointed as we are. But, you know, they keep on working. not at the level that, you know, we are not working at the level that they are. But it is what it is. So I will drive right now a little bit, people, because over here you have to be really careful if they're following you. It's just a thing. So we are just gonna drive a little bit to Playas and see if we get more activity. You know, I get hooked. As soon as I start, you know, working, I get hooked. And I want to say thank you to my partner, Conservative Anthony, for his live feeds earlier. It is incredible what we need to do, people. You guys need to start to sending, you know, information to your local offices about the drones in El Paso. That has to be reported. And you know, the one that has the information for what is going on with the drones, you don't even imagine how these drones are operated, and they're operated by specialists from an organization. We already know. And you know, these people are hired, and they're professionals that know how to manage drones. Please, you know, you people that they have, the American people that have the power, the Mexican people are too afraid to say something, and they're too afraid to confront. They're really afraid. You know, it's really different over here. You guys have to understand that over here they take measures by their own hands. They don't call the police. So it's really different. And regarding, you know, situations like this, you know, it is really serious, because basically they're just watching how they're operating on the other side. And you know, it needs to be addressed. Helicopters were up tonight watching the drones. That is phenomenal. Thank you so much, James. How you doing? Hope that you're doing okay. I send you a big hug, sir. You've always been a great follower of mine. Thank you so much. Yes, you know, thank you for that information. If helicopters were up there tonight, well, that makes me a little bit more comfortable. And what makes me more comfortable is that, you know, they're watching our live feeds. They're watching, you know, Patriots live feeds. I love that. You know, probably they're tired and sick of it too, of the CNN, of the MSNBCs, of the, you know, of the all these you know, newscasts, Univision, Telemundo, that they're lying to people. And probably, you know, they're watching real live feeds and, you know, real documentation of what is going on at the border. You know, I heard, you know, that CNN is one of the, you know, mainstream medias that has a lot of power in the Democrat Party, and they're the ones that they're sending activists to our border to interrupt our services. So I truly believe that. I'm not 100%. I'm, you know, halfway there. I need some evidence to back it up, because I'm a guy that needs paper and facts for me to back it up, and for me to say, okay, you know what, he is right. And you know, but it's really a gigantic speculation that is, you know, probably the truth. You know, they're sending people to interrupt our work. So I'm rolling right now here at Playas. I'm gonna flip the phone right here. You guys can see actually where I'm at. Remember the place that they had a ladder? Right here, I'm at this place. And it's lonely, real lonely. There's nobody here, not even the security guy. So it's extremely lonely. Empty. You ain't got no activity right here. So we're just rolling to see if we get activity. And this is the things that I'm talking about, people. Where is the Border Patrol right? Man, they need to put a unit right here. So hopefully that you guys are watching. Tell them to send a unit over there. Where, you know, tell them to send a unit where, you know, all the illegal crossings by the beach. Tell them to send a unit by the beach. If you guys have the phone, tell them to send a unit by the beach, you know, so they be watching. The Mexican government needs to do something about it. You know, they can't stop them and they can't detain them because it's against their human right. It's against their human right, and it's against, you know, practically what they are entitled to, that they are entitled to migrate. So the Mexican government cannot do anything about it. Now, regarding a ladder, that is, you know, against, you know, every violation for migrating, because that is basically not migrating. You're just building a utensil to cross the United States. So you're not migrating to the point of entry. You're just migrating, jumping through a ladder. So that is, you know, illegal. So we need to that's what, you know, if you guys are in live feed right here, and if you guys are watching a point of entry, and if you guys know the number of the Border Patrol, you know, not, you know, call immediately. Question: Miss Mary Golden, how are you doing, Miss Mary? Say hello to you. How you doing? How's everything going in your life? Hope that you're doing great. I'm here for your questions, and I'm always going to answer you with all respect. How are you doing, Miss Mary? Go ahead. Wait for Miss Mary Golden's question. Tara Ross, saludos Oscar, bendiciones para ti también, Tara. Te mando un abrazo gigante. I love Oan. Good. Did you message me today? Yes, I messaged you, and I think that you know, I answered your question, and it's good. You know, I answer your question through the message. So, do you have a question regarding the feed, Ms. Mary? Who wrote that story about Jim Bemby at the border? I don't know which story you're talking about. And the arrest, I don't know which story you're talking about. Did you read it? I don't know which story you're talking about. Again, I have, you know, for you guys to realize, and for you guys to know that they've been watching me for the longest of time. For the longest of time that you guys been watching me, this is a non-biased page. I am a broadcaster, and I am a reporter. I'm not a Republican, and I'm not a Democrat. You guys know that, right? You guys know that. I'm in the middle. I'm neutral. There's no feelings attached with me. We are reporting what we are seeing in coverages and on, you know, pages, and we share them for you guys to take your knowledge and to understand if they're truth or not. There was a page, there was a post right now, and yes, you know, there was a post about the constitutional patriots, and that is, you know, that is a subject that is really delicate for me to touch. It's really delicate for me to touch. I'm over here on this other side of the country, but yet, you know, Jim Bemby, he's been phenomenal. He's been outstanding, reporting and doing coverage of the border. And there's been a post that, you know, the Border Patrol is saying, and the Border Patrol is the one that is saying on the part of New Mexico, the Border Patrol is saying that they are not capable of handling, you know, a border. The Border Patrol is saying that they don't want them there. You know, they don't want the constitutional patriots there. And the Border Patrol is saying that they're not capable of handling detainees. You get some Border Patrol that they are against, what real patriots are doing. So I'm going to post, whether people like it or not, the reality or the truth. That is what it is, people. I'm not going to be just one-sided guy. No, I'm not. Because there's a lot of Republicans, and I mean a lot of Republicans, that they are not doing their job. And you guys know that. You guys know that. There's a lot of Republicans that they're not doing their job. There's a lot of Republicans that they are corrupt. And there's a lot of Republicans that they are rhinos, as you call them. Rhinos. There are a lot of them. You guys know that. So with me, there's no feelings. Don't get in your feelings with me. I've always been telling you this. Don't get in your feelings with me. It's just the truth. And we say the truth. We're not going to insult nobody, but we say the truth. That's what it is. It is what it is. Now, if we post something about President Trump, we support the president in regarding him protecting his country, and regarding me having a lot of respect for him, because he's the only one, and he's the only one in the planet, and he's the only one in the world that is defending his country against all these animals and all these people and all these leftists and all these socialists. And he's the only one, the only man standing against all these people. I wish my president was like that, defending his country and defending his city of Chiapas. I wish that he can say, my president, you know what? They're not gonna come in here and rape our women, violate our children, traffic some organs, traffic drugs, take over our land. I'm not going to permit that. You guys are out. There's a wall. I will build a wall, or I will put the National Guard there, or I will adjust my immigration laws, or as simple as this. I will get the hell out of this international pact. I will concentrate on my country, and then I will concentrate on talking to the United States on an immigration law. I will concentrate on that. First is your country, then is everybody else. Concentrate on your land, and then concentrate on everybody else. I think, it's common sense. So that is why I respect him. Now, a lot of people have been criticizing him, and not because we respect Mr. Donald J. Trump and we admire what he's doing on everything. That doesn't mean that every single word coming out of his mouth is going to be correct. You guys know that. He's a human being. He makes mistakes, and he's not perfect. He's not. So, one of the things that he hasn't made a mistake, because it's not a mistake yet, but one of the things that I don't like, hold on a second. I don't like this. One of the things that, that he has done, that I think that is, I don't know if it is a strategy. Do you think the cartel has an influence on your president? No, he has. No, they haven't. They, it's another subject that, but one thing that I can tell you that I don't agree, and a lot of people from, really deep followers of Trump, that, there are people like that with our president. There are people like that with our president. There are a lot of people like that with our president, that they know that he's committed a mistake. Our president is making the biggest mistake of his life, and he's selling our country to Central America and the whole world. And people in Mexico agree with him. So, it's not a comparison to Donald Trump, because he's not even on his level. But I will discuss this with you, and whatever patriot, you can put whatever patriot of the United States that does exactly this that I do, And on, end of the subject, they're going to say, you know what? Yes, this 1 year term to give Mexico a chance to redeem themselves, it is a mistake. And you guys know that. This 1 year that he's given Mexico, that he said, I'm going to give Mexico 1 year to redeem themselves, you guys know that that is a mistake. You guys know that. I don't know if it is a strategy. Trump is a chess player, so I hope that he has something on, something on his, an ace under his arm. I hope that he has an ace under his arm, so he can prove to everybody that he was right about that 1 year term. But you guys know what it's coming. We've been telling you guys, all these countries and all these cities, that they're coming from the south to the north. And imagine if they go in, do you think that these people from Syria, from Yemen, from Pakistan, from Sri Lanka, from Costa de Marfil, from Russia, from Sudan, from North Sudan, for all these people, you think they're going to wait until tomorrow, a week from today? No. If they see all these people go in easily to Mexico, and if they see easily they can go into the United States, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think? They're not going to wait. They're not going to wait. So I hope that he has a plan. I know that he has a plan. And he's pretty smart. He knew what was going to happen. He knew what was going to happen. He's always one step forward of people. He's always one step forward of what is going to happen. So, I hope that changes, first of all. Second of all, re-election is coming up. And re-election is coming up. And, I don't know what the strategy for re-election is. I don't know what is the strategy for re-election, but it's going to get worse. Re-election for Trump is not going to be that easy. We've been talking about this. You remember what I told you like months ago, that I told you guys, re-election is not going to be that easy for Trump. And a lot of followers, a lot of Republicans say, no, we got this under our pockets. We got this. You're out right there. I'm not going to have a hard time with people, so you're out. It's pretty much like that, that they're going to say, oh, you know what, we got this under our pocket. We got this. What are we worried about? We got this. It's getting difficult. You guys seeing this? You guys seeing what is happening? You guys seeing what is happening? And pretty much for you guys, it's gonna get, it's time for everybody in America that thinks that, the best election is President Trump. Go out there, watch the voting booths, do your work. It's not only going to vote, people. It's not gonna take only you guys to vote. It's not gonna take that. It's gonna take more than that. It's gonna take community work. It's gonna take you guys going out there and watch what is going on. It's gonna take you guys being nosy and asking people, hey, you know what? Can you show me your ID? No, I don't have you don't have the right to ask me if I can show you your ID. Well, why are you afraid of? I don't know. It's gonna take something like that to pretty much secure your boating. Because if you guys don't do that, this other creepy guy that is running for president, the one that he likes to touch people on the neck, creepy Joe Biden, and the other one that is always making a statement that the first thing that I will do is I will help the world, and I will help and put medical care on Africa, and I'm gonna put medical care in Australia, and I will put medical care in Europe, and I will help the world, and the first thing, yeah, we don't need a wall. I'm gonna tear that down. And I will tear that down, and after I tear it down, I will let it loose. That's Beto O'Rourke. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. They don't care. They don't care about your land. They don't care about your country. They don't care about anything. So it's gonna take more than just saying, you know what, we got this. There's more red states now. No, it has to be all red. It has to be all red. All of it. All of it. I don't care if California's blue. Make it red. That's your obligation as citizens. Your obligation as citizen is not just sharing a page, or it's not just, liking a page, or it's not just, going to the voting booth and just, voting. Francis O'Rourke. Francis. It's not just that. So you guys have to do more than that. Okay, people. Questions. Before I go, questions. I got to attend something really important now in my life. So, that's why I got to run. But I hope that you liked the feed today. It was really good. I think so. Again, we went with our gut. And we recorded, as we were driving, we recorded something that was happening. I stopped. And, the Border Patrol, apparently they know what we're doing. And they know that we are watching and that we are helping them with this recordings from illegal entry to the United States. So whatever question, and we were there, they capture one individual. And after that, we talked a little bit with the Border Patrol. So people, whatever question you guys want to ask before I go, I was not even going to go live. I was going to have a day off. But I can't. It's too addictive now. It's too addictive. I feel like I'm not helping, my city. I feel like I'm not helping, the cause. So questions before I go. Have a good night. You have a good night. Alan Martineau, Paula Ledbetter. Thank you, Oscar. I will accept you right now in the page, Ms. Ledbetter. Sorry about that. I intend to forget. I'm so overwhelmed with things. Bless you, Oscar. Bless you, Miss Casey. Glenda Smallwood. God bless you, Oscar. God bless you. Take care of yourself, Laura Murphy. Thank you. Angela Ellerbeck O'Brien. Oscar, can you come to Murrieta? Border Patrol, we need to rally the troops. I can't cross to the United States yet. I hope that I will cross, this year or the coming year. Laura Ingram, we are working on that. I don't know what's going on, and they're the ones that take the decision on calling us. And apparently, they are the ones that they're gonna, tell us when are we gonna be on their show. Great job, Oscar. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to go now, people. You stay safe. Take care of yourself. we will see each other tomorrow. Probably we're going to go with the Mexican feed first. We're going to go to the Mexican feed. And did you enjoy talking with Diana Plus? Yes, I talked to her today. Apparently, she's a really nice lady from Boston. Apparently, we have to, I don't get into politics in the United States. I don't get into politics in situations that are happening in the United States. I'm more caring about what is going on in the borders. But apparently, what is going on in Boston is just unbelievable. It's a liberal state. Their mayor or governor is liberal. They're indoctrinating children to predict a religion over there. They are at the LGTB or LGSS, or I don't know how they call it. They are, teaching kids in school how to which sexual preference. There's a law if your son wants to dress one day as a girl and you tell him no, you're a boy, they can actually take away your son and and put in social services until you accept that he can dress as whatever he wants. So Boston is having a really horrible situation over there. Wow, I'm so sorry for Boston, for the Boston people that they're watching me right now. I feel so sorry, for what is going on. I have a question. Tracy Learskheim. Why don't the migrants who are from other countries fly to Tijuana instead of Chiapas? It seems less of a hassle. I don't think that they are going to pay for planes. The airlines are not going to, they're not going to accept that. And also, they're not going to pay for planes. So, it's buses. And, make them walk. Why are you trying to make it more comfortable for them? Make them walk. What's your name? What is it? Tracy? Don't make it comfortable for them. If they're crossing over here and right now they're getting the privilege that they're not getting, that they are not complying by the laws of the international pact and they're not respecting the laws, after that you want to, give them a plane, make them walk. Make them walk, so they will learn that, make them get the permit, the visa of transit the hard way, because they're not, they're not caring. No, I'm talking about people from Africa and Cuba. Make them walk. All of them. Make them walk. All of them. There's no distinction. They're migrants. And they're crossing illegally to our country. And they're disturbing our peace. And Mexico's paying taxes for them. And we are housing them before our Mexicans, before our indigenous, before the 60 million in poverty, before the 28 million in critical condition, before the 68 million that they don't have medical care. Make them walk. I don't care if you're from the last part of the world. You are going to walk. You need to work for migration. To get to the United States is not easy. If it used to be, a prize. It used to be the greatest gift of God to cross legally to the United States and to earn that and to earn the American dollar. So if they want to go to the United States, make them walk so they will know, and they need to value. They need to value every step that they take, and every mile and every kilometer and every block. They need to realize what they're doing is wrong, and they need to realize that they need to change their mind, go back and do things right. So make them walk. Hope that I answer your question. Have a great night. Stay safe. We will see each other tomorrow. Peace and love, everybody. And always your country first. It has been an honor.